Okay. The last class we have seen macroeconomics variable. So macro in the sense it's analyzing that it's dealing with the study of aggregate. It's mainly focusing on in the national. We are going to talk about what is aggregate demand, what is aggregate supply, what is the national income, what is the employment, what is the inflation. So such a thing is come under the category of micro variable. We have seen that what is the aggregate demand. So aggregate demand is sum of all the demand of all the goods and services by all the consumer for given period of the time. So that is called as aggregate demand. And then we have seen what is the aggregate supply. It's referred to supply of all the goods and services in the economy for given period of the time. So it's called aggregate supply. And then we have seen what is the stock and flow. Stock is it's one of the economic variable which has been accumulated at specific point of the time. uh, it's called as stock. Best example is money, asset, and wealth. And flow. Next is flow. So flow is another economic variable. It's some period of the time it may be increased or decreased based on their stock. Okay. And then we have seen what is the intermediate product or final product. What is the intermediate product and final product? The intermediate product, otherwise called as a partial product or raw material. So this is the input for the production of another material. Next is final goods. Final goods, which is final goods, we are defining as which are demanded by final consumer for their needs. And then we have seen what is the capital formation. The capital formation is our saving being converted as an investment. That is called as a capital formation. Next terminology is employment. So we have seen what is the employment. Employment is they are putting the contract between the two parties. The one party is agrees certain constraint and specified by another parties. So after that, we have seen what are the different type of unemployments are available in the nation. Frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, classical unemployment, and cyclical unemployment, and sudden unemployment, and disguised unemployment we have seen. And today I'm going to see that uh, uh, in the demand and supply concept, we forgot to solve one problem. First, we finish that problem, and then we are going to talk about remaining micro variables in the economy. Okay. Like, the problem is suppose very often they will ask in the semester examination. Please note it down. Suppose the demand equation for wristwatch by beyond time company for the year of 2006, for the year of பிரதீப் 10 மணிக்கு வரேன் பிரதீப். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அவர் கிளாஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துடுறேன். எந்த லேப் பிரதீப்? சரி. ஓகே, ஓகே. இங்கே சிசி 3 அண்ட் 4 தான் இருக்கோம். ஓகே பிரதீப், தேங்க்யூ. 2006 is given by 1000 minus P. The supply equation is given by Q power S. Okay, Q power S equal to 100 plus 4P. Then they will ask you, okay, what is the equilibrium price? So what is, you want to answer the following question. So what is the equilibrium? The equilibrium price, and what is the excess demand or supply? Second question is, what is excess demand and excess supply if price is 500 rupees and 100 rupees. So the given equation, what they given is, they given the equation for demand and supply. Okay, this is for demand. So Q power of D. So D, this equation is called as a supply equation. The power of, I'm unable to represent power in the notepad. That's why I'm going to type it in word format. Power of S. Already we have seen that what is the equilibrium. So anyone tell that? The demand of the market is equal to supply of the product. So when it going to meet both of them, that particular point we call it as a equilibrium point. So from this, what I'm going to do. So what is the equation? Equilibrium point is nothing but the demand is equal to supply. So that is the equilibrium point. So in the given equation, they given they given market demand. So this is a market demand, and also they given supply. So and also they given supply. And also they given supply for given product in the market. The supply is this is a supply. Okay, and then now you are going to find out. Okay, so now you are going to find out p value. So what is a p value? Anyone tell that? What is a p value? So equilibrium price. So what do you understand from this in the sense? The p value is nothing but the price of the product. If the price of the product equal to, what is the p value? Anyone tell that? What is the p value? Or the p value is 180 rupees. So what is the meaning is, if the price of the product is 180 means, okay, we can achieve the market equilibrium. So market equilibrium in the sense, the both of them going to benefited. So seller also getting the benefited and consumer are also benefited when the price of the product is 180 rupees. So P is a 180. Okay, so first we this is answer for the first one. Next, they are asking for what is the excess demand and excess supply if the price of the product is 500. Okay, so already we have seen what is the equation for demand. So this is a demand. This is the equation for demand, and first I copy that equation, and then we go for solution. Okay, So what is what they given in the question? So what is the excess demand and excess supply if the price of the price is 500 and 100? So already we have seen when we are going to talk about market equilibrium, we are going to talk about excess uh, demand and excess supply. Okay, this is so already given. Okay, this is equation for excess. Okay, this is the equation for the demand. Okay, so now what we are going to do? Suppose the price is 500 rupees. Okay, the price is, suppose the price is 500 rupees, means we should find out excess demand. Okay, you should find out, so excess demand equal to 500. So 1000 minus 500 rupees. So what is the answer? The answer is 500. Okay, so next, suppose parallelly we are going to find out supply. Okay. Suppose this is a excess supply equation. So supply equal to 100 plus the price is 500 rupees. 4 into 500. 4 into 500 rupees. What is the value? Anyone tell that? S equal to 2100. Okay. So what do you understand from this in the sense? The price of the product is a 500 rupees. Actual demand in the market is 500, but actual supply of the product in the market is 2100 quantity. So we are going to find out excess supply. So 2100 minus 500. Okay, so value is 1600. So what is the meaning is the price of the product is 500 means so excess supply is available in the market, but demand of that particular product is very less. Actual demand of the market is 500 rupees. So now what we did is I'm going to find out excess demand, excess supply for a particular product in the market. So excess supply for a particular product in the market is 1600 quantity. Okay. So next, I'm going to find out if the price is 100. We want to find out excess supply and excess demand. Okay. So copy. Okay, the price is 100. Price is 100. So demand for particular product is in the market is 900. 900 as the supply is, so we are going to substitute the given equation. So price of the product is 100. So what happened? So 100 plus 400. So what do you understand from this in the sense the price of that product is 100 rupees in the sense actual demand of that actual demand in the market is 900 unit, but supply is only 500 unit alone. Okay. So now we are going to find out so excess demand. Okay, now we are going to find out excess demand. Excess demand for the product in the market. Okay, so actual demand is 900 unit, but supply is so only 500 unit alone. So we need in the market excess demand is available. So excess demand is 400 unit. So it's okay for everyone. Do you have any queries? So once again, I will elaborate that problem. They given one equation, one problem. It's talking about the sales of the wristwatch in the market. They given for excess demand equation is this is excess demand equation, and then they given excess supply equation they given, and then they will ask you want to find out the equilibrium price. So already you know that what is the market equilibrium. When the demand is meet the demand of the production of both are, what is the equilibrium point in the sense the demand equal to supply. So when we are going to meet that point we call it as equilibrium point. So this is the equation for uh, market equilibrium. So this is in the given question they given what is the demand and also they given supply. So we are going to find out the equilibrium price. So what do you understand from this in the sense the product price is 180 rupees in the sense seller also benefited and consumer also benefited. And the next problem is they given you want to find out excess demand and excess supply if the price of the product is 500 and 100 rupees. Already we know that what is the excess supply equation and excess demand equation. So we are going to substitute that 500 rupees in the given equation. Okay. Suppose the price of the product is of 500 rupees in the sense actual demand of the product in the market is 500 unit. But supply for that particular product in the market is 2100 unit. Okay, we are going to find out excess demand, excess supply in the given market. Actual supply of the product is 2100. Actual demand is 500. You subtract means you get excess supply of that product in the market. Suppose the price of the product is 100 means okay the price of the product is 100 means okay you should find out excess demand and supply. Same procedure you are going to applying it. If the price of that product is 100 means actual demand of that product is in the market is 900 unit, but supply in the market is only 500 unit alone. If it is there what happen automatically the price of the product is automatically increased. So now we are going to find out excess demand. So excess demand is actual demand of the market is 900 unit, but supply for that particular product in the market is only 500 unit. So excess demand is 400 unit. So we need an extra 400 unit. Then only what happen we can able to meet that equilibrium point. Okay, this is okay for you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next we are going to solve one more problem. So very often they will ask like that question in your end semester examination. So next problem is okay. Uh, the quantity demand of the goods. Okay. The quantity or demand of the goods X, goods X depends on the price of X. Price of X. Okay. the price of X. And then they given the monthly income of the consumer is monthly income of the consumer, they denoted as capital Y, and the price of related goods. Okay. Price of related goods. Okay. It's denoted as they denoted as P suffix Y. And the demand for goods X. Okay. The given the demand for goods. Demand for the good X is given by, so D suffix X equal to 1500 minus 10 P of suffix X plus 4Y minus 15 P. And then you want to find out, this is a given question, and then they will ask you, so find out the demand equation for goods X in the term of for the given price. Okay, you want to find the demand equation. Find the demand equation for good X in terms of the price X. And also they given certain values when the capital Y is nothing but, already we have seen, it is nothing but the income of the consumer. They given the income of the consumer is 500. So monthly earning of the particular consumer is 500, and the price of that related goods. So we can denote it as P suffix Y is 60 rupees. Given these are the values they given, and also they given supply function of and also they given supply function of the goods. Supply function of and also the given supply function of the goods. So yes, suffix X 800 plus 2 P suffix X. And then they will ask you find out the equilibrium price and quantity. They will ask you find out equilibrium price and quantity. Okay, they will ask you find out the equilibrium price and quantity. So okay, this is a given problem. Okay, the demand of that particular product is X. Okay, that can be denoted as like that, and monthly incomes it's denoted Y, and price of related goods denoted as PY. And then also they given demand equation, and also they given demand equation. Okay, and then and also they given certain parameters value. So now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take the demand excess demand equation. I'm going to take the excess demand equation. Okay, so I'm going to substitute the respective values in this given equation. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to so minimize that excess demand equation. So 1500 minus so 10, and the p of x. What is the p of x? The given in the equation, the p of x is called as so demand of that particular product. Okay, is p of x. Whether you had the respective values in the given problem. No, we don't have that value. So we are keep as it is, and plus 4. What is the y value? The y is nothing but income of that particular person. So income of the particular person they given in the question. So 500 minus 15. Okay, what is the P of I? The P of I is called the price of the related goods. It's the price of the related goods also given in the question. Okay, you substitute all the values in the excess demand equation. So you get excess demand like that. 200 and sorry 2000 2600 minus 10 px. Okay, so all this is nothing but the minimized form of excess supply. Excess. This is nothing but the minimized form of excess demand. So in the question paper, what they are asking you, uh, you want to find out the excess supply also they given. Okay, okay. And then they will ask you, you want to find out what is the market equilibrium. So already you know that what is the equilibrium? The demand equal to supply. The demand equal to supply. So what is the demand? This is the demand. Okay, this is a demand. Okay, what is the supply? The supply equal to the given. This is a supply. Okay, this is a supply. Okay, if you solve the given equation, what happened? What is the value? Anyone tell that? P suffix x equal to so 150. Okay. So what do you understand from this in the sense that okay? So what is asking from you? You want to find out the equilibrium price and quantity. So what do you understand from this? If the price of that product is 150 in the sense, both should be benefited. Consumer also benefited and supplier also benefited. And then they will now you find out the price of the product, and then how much quantity is needed for the market. Okay, so you substitute the above equation. Okay, you substitute the above equation. Okay, so how much? Okay, you substitute the above equation. How much suppose the price is 150, means how much quantity is needed for particular product in the market. So take the demand equation and supply the price value. Okay. So price is 150, applying it, so you get 1100. So what do you understand? This is nothing but equilibrium price. So this is called as a equilibrium price. So this is called as a equilibrium quantity. This is called as the equilibrium quantity. Okay. So once again, I will repeat that problem. Okay, these are the values they given in the question paper. So demand of that particular product is denoted as a like that, and consumer income is denoted like that, and the price of the related goods denoted like that, and also they given the demand equation for the particular product. Okay, so and also they given y values and the related goods prices also given in the question paper. Okay, and then and also they given supply function also given in the question paper, and then they will ask you want to find out what is the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So before find out the equilibrium price and quantity, what happen, I'm going to minimizing that uh, the demand equation. So I know that value of y is nothing but the consumer income, and py is related goods price. So I know those values, so I'm going to substitute and then minimizing that demand equation. So now I'm going to apply for market equilibrium. What is a market equilibrium? The demand equal to supply. So you know that what is the demand equation, you know that what is the supply equation. Okay, if you do that, if you minimizing that above equation, you get uh, px. Okay, it's nothing but price of that product x is 150. If the price of the product is 150 means, okay, both should be benefited, consumer also should benefited, and seller also benefited. So and also they will ask you, if the price is 150 means how much demand needed for the market. That's why what happened, I'm going to take that demand equation uh, and substitute the respective value. If the quantity is 1100 means, okay, um, uh, the market will get the equilibrium point. So this is the equilibrium quantity. This is enough. If it is there, the consumer also benefited and seller also benefited. So do you have any queries? Now, do you have any queries?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to start poll question. So all of you answer the poll question. So what is the excess? What excess demand? Otherwise, excess demand means excess demand is so demand of the product is high high compare with supply. First question is I will defining it. What is the excess demand? Okay, and then you should find out whether the given statement is a true or false. Okay, so excess demand is excess supply is okay. I given the definition. You're going to justifying it whether true or false. Okay, that is the first question. So excess supply is supply of the product is high compare with compare with means compare with demand. True or false? The next question is define market equilibrium. So demand equal to supply and demand not equal to supply. I posted 3 poll question. So all of you answer all the above. So what is the answer for the first one? So excess is a demand in the sense name itself. It's telling that so demand of that product is very high comparing with the supply. So first question answer is a true. Okay. What about second one? Just now we have seen that. Okay. What is the excess supply? So supply of that product is high comparing with that demand. So when it happened, the price of that product is increased. Yeah, we have seen one example. When the price of the product is 500 rupees, 500 rupees means what happened? If the price of that product is 100 rupees means what happened? We have seen one example. Okay, next we have seen what is the market equilibrium. Just now we have seen. Okay, so demand equal to supply. When it going to meet that point we call it as a market equilibrium. So 50 students are there, but only 46 students alone answer the poll question. So what about remaining students? Why they are not answering the poll question? I will mark the attendance based on your attendance as well as poll question answer. Based on that, I will provide the attendance. Okay, thank you. The remaining thing we will see in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.